Hello my friends. So we are again back with our phonetics. Today this is the 10th class. We have so far covered lots of things. For example, the organs of speech, then we saw the definition of consonant, definition of vowel, definition of diphthongs, and we saw there are 5 vowel letters, but there are 10, sorry, 20 vowels, isn't it? Yes. Also, we have started discussion in great detail of the consonant sounds, isn't it? Yes. First, do you remember the first group? First group, P, B, T, D, K, and G, isn't it? They are plosives because you hear a plosion sound. P, B, T, D, K, G. And the structure means how the passage is restricted, how the passage of air is modified. That is by complete closure and sudden release. Understand? That is what you hear. And then we saw the next group, F, V, T, D, S, Z, Sh, J, and H. We say that these are fricatives because we hear a friction sound. When the air passage is narrowed, or what we call the other name is close approximation. Either we can call it narrow, or you can say close approximation. Approximate, you know. Close means like your close friend, intimate, near. Approximation, coming very near. That is simple language, we say narrow. Understand? We can see that. Yeah. That is why if you take each pair, you will find P and B, they are bilabial. T and D, they are alveolar plosives. And K and G, they are velar plosives. And F and V, they are labiodental. T and D, they are dental. S and Z, they are alveolar fricatives. Sh and J, they are palato-alveolar, and Ha, glottal. So far so good? No problem. Then we saw of these, the voiceless sounds are voiceless. Voiceless means vocal cords do not vibrate. P, then T, then K, and of these, F, T, S, Sh, and H. These are voiceless sounds. Voiced sounds, voiced means the vocal cords vibrate. They are B, D, G, serious. And then you have got V, D, Z, J. That's all. So that is. So this is voiceless and these are voiced. Voiced means vocal cords vibrate, you can feel it yourself. Is that alright? Fine, very good. So then another parameter you have to, common to almost all the sounds, oral. Oral means the air comes out through the mouth. That's oral means. Except for M, N and Ng. Isn't it? And voiceless and also manner of production, plosives, and then we saw place of production. That is, we have got different places of production. Bilabial, then alveolar, velar for plosives, and fricatives, labiodental, and then you have got alveolar, and dental, then alveolar, palato-alveolar, and glottal. Isn't it? So far you have seen. Right, very good. So, 2 strictures you have seen. First stricture is, stricture means restriction of air passage, or modifying the air passage. Stricture, first stricture we saw is complete closure. Complete closure and sudden release. And sudden release. That is first stricture. Second stricture we have seen narrowing or close approximation. Close approximation. Approximation, or you can say narrowing. Narrowing the air passage. Close approximation or narrowing the air passage. Alright? And today you will see the third structure, and that is, third structure is complete closure. Complete closure, 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 and slow release. Slow release. You close completely, and at the same time you release slowly. Understand? See that? This is the sound is that is the voiceless. The voiceless counterpart is and you know how to write them. Right? There are two members in that in this symbol. This first one is T and Sh, and the other is D and J. So this is. As you find here, chain. See? Chain, you write like this, no? Chain. And Jane. See? Jane. You have seen, no? A and N. You have seen A and N. So, chain and Jane. See the difference? Chain and Jane. Bridge. Bridge and much. Bridge. Bridge. Oh, vibrate. And then much. So you can say this is voiceless and this is voiced. Both are oral. Both are oral sounds because comes. Now let's see the sound that comes out is that railway engine sound. Isn't it? One is voiceless, the other is voiced. If the voiced railway engine sound will be j, 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 like that. J, j, j. Voiceless. And so this you call, the structure is complete closure and slow release. And you call this sound that comes or that you produce called affricates. Affricate. 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 Affricates. So they are called affricates. Affricates. Some friction is there and also there is torsion. Torsion and friction we can say. Friction slow. Because sudden release means naturally there will be torsion. At the beginning there is a torsion and then continues with the friction. That's it. Tell me. See that? Chain, chain, chain. Then choose, choose. Cheap, cheap, church. Not, we don't say church, but we say church, church. See, church. You write like this. Church. This is the pronunciation. Church, church. You write. That's one. The other is judge. Judge. See, judge. This is the example for it. Judge. Judge. Spelling will be, this is the spelling. Judge. Judge. We don't say judge, but judge. 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 Joy. The joy of Christmas. Not the joy of Christmas, but the joy of Christmas. The joy. Jane, Jim, Jack, and Jill. Not Jack and Jill. But Jack and Jill went up the hill. Listen. Jack and Jill went up the hill. Not this way. We don't say Jack and Jill. No. Jack and Jill. So you call this pair affricates. Affricates is torsion and friction together. Now look, let's say the place of production. There are two articulations there. Primary and secondary. Same as a sh and a sh. Alveolar, tip of the tongue, tip and blade of the tongue to alveolar and the middle of the tongue, say up to this, raised towards the hard palate. Same mechanism as the palato-alveolar affricates. So you call them palato-alveolar. Same. Palato-alveolar. So what will be our final description? It's very important. So these sounds are very important because it's very often the students L2 means language 2, that is learning English as a second language, and very often this sound gets influenced by mother tongue. Understand? So cha, they will say cheap. Instead of cheap, cha, they will say cheap. Both, there is no difference. They don't make any difference between ch and j. Understand? So how are you going to describe this? First one is this. Example, you can say chain, and then oral. It is oral, voiceless, palato, alveolar, affricate. And j is Jane or judge. Yeah, that's the best example. Judge. J-U-D, judge. J, oral, voiced, palato-alveolar, affricate. Not fricative, but affricate. Remember this. These are the only two consonant sounds. Whether you have got two members in one sound. In the production of this sound, you have got two members. Listen. That is, you can see this is a torsion, this is friction, this is plosive, and this is fricative. So, torsion and friction. Therefore, you give a pet name, a favorite name, affricate. So in affricate, what happens? There is torsion because there is sudden release. Complete closure and sudden release plus followed by friction. So you call them affricate by this name affricate. By this favorite font name affricate. Understand? And the difference you can see. Place of production is the same as sh and palato-alveolar. So you say palato. That means up to this part of the tongue, raised. Of course, not straight away raised, but close approximation, you can say. That is close, near, going near. And then the passage here, the for sh and for let's say sh and this, there is no passage is not completely closed. But in this case, the passage is completely closed by this tongue. Completely closed. Then it is released slowly. And when it is removed, there is a slight torsion sound you can hear. And then immediately after that, because the Plosion is so means inaudible, slightly audible you can say. What is audible is and strong is friction sound. That's what it is. So look at me once again. This. See? Close. Close. Then. And George. See that? George. Saint George. Pray for us. Understand? Yeah, that's it. So when you describe, you can see they are oral, voiceless, palate alveolar, affricate. Palate and alveolar is together, and the tongue. They completely close the process. So the structure involved is complete closure and slow release. That is why we say the beginning, the onset of the sound, there is a slight portion. Then what you hear is the friction. And chain. So when you take examples, you will have more of this. So more explanation if you want at that time we can give. For the time being I think it's alright, no? So we have seen now 17 sounds. We have only 7 sounds more. Right? Isn't it? 17? 9 plus 5, 14 to 16. 16 sounds. 16 sounds. Yes. So now we have got 8 more sounds, isn't it? Yes? Over? 16? 9 plus 6, 15. 16, 17. Yes, we have now 17 sounds. Okay, I will write it so that there won't be any doubt regarding this. Okay? Now, and also you can have examples also. No? Yeah. So, which are these sounds now we have so far done? We have done so far. So, let us make our board spotless. Yes. Yeah, then here we are. So, here got first group is plosive. Plosives. We have got the P, B, T, D, K and G. Okay. 6 in numbers. 6 in numbers. F, V, sorry. Let us write the subheading here. Fricatives. Fricatives. We have got a F, V, T, D, S, Z, Sh, and H. That is, we have got 9 in number, no? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yes. And we have got now 2 more, that is and they are affricates. Not Africa, but affricates. Affricates. There is a tendency among students to call these sounds affricative. Affricative. See that? Affricative. This is a tendency only. So don't use it. Right? This tendency you should, what we must say, nip in the bud. That's what we said. So there is no affricative. So we affricate. Affricate. Understand? This is wrong. So we should not start with bad habits. Start with good habits. Yes. So now we have got 7 more sounds. That's all. Understand? Very simple. Yes. We have got what we got. Nasal sounds are there. Lateral sound is there. Then there is that is the R sound. No? That is post-alveolar frictionless continuous trill, and you are called by other names. Don't worry about these names now today. Today don't get confused with this. We have done only 3 groups of it. Okay. So one is the plosives, because you hear the portion sound. The second group is fricative because you hear the friction sound by narrowing. Here is by closure and opening suddenly. Here is narrowing and here closure and opening at the same time. It continues or something. Friction you hear. Okay? Any problem with this? No. What about this gentleman? You are happy with him? Because very important for us. No? Yeah. Your teeth is there, then it tells you about alveolar ridge. I told you what is alveolar means pit or a socket in which the teeth are fixed, sockets. Yes. Then you have got a upper lip, lower lip. Tongue has got different parts. Remember, tongue is very important for us in the production of vowel sounds. Soft part is here. It can go up, it is like a shutter. If it is moved up, it will come and touch here, this wall here. And then it will close the nasal passage. Air will come out through only through the mouth, then you call oral sounds. If the air comes out through the nose, you call them nasal sounds. Yes. That's all. Tongue is not used in the description of, the name of the tongue or part of the tongue is not used in the description of consonants. You don't say tango alveolar, or we say the tango velar, no such things. We don't do that. Okay, is that clear to you? Yes? Anything else? Bro, here it is the vocal cords. When vocal cords vibrate, you say they are what do you call them? Voiced sound. Vocal cords don't vibrate. You will say voiceless sound. I think so far it's very clear to you. Nothing to worry about. If it's not clear, again you can ask me. I will explain. I am at your service anytime, all the time. Anytime, all the time. Understand? Okay, till we meet again. Bye. Have a nice time. Enjoy your life.